How do I develop A players? Ultimately, so I can be liberated from the chaos of working in my business. Well, you've come to the right place. The Business on Purpose platform, Scott Beebe, the host of the Business on Purpose podcast. I got a snapshot from a heroic small business owner the other day. And it was a little picture of a page that he was looking at in a booklet while he was at a particular coaching group. And on that page, the title was, What A Players Bring to the Table. 3 facts. The first is the best developer at Apple is at least 9 times as productive as the average software engineer at another technology company. The best blackjack dealer at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas keeps his table playing at least 5 times as long as the average dealer on the Strip. And the best sales associate at Nordstrom sells at least 8 times as much as the average sales associate at other department stores. How do you get A players? Are they born? Are they developed? Are they built? Do they fall from the sky? Are they morphed from Martians? How do you get A players? A couple things that are happening right now. We've got one heroic small business owner who is in the construction trade and is struggling. In fact, there's a recent NPR article that backs this up about how the trades are struggling to find people and is making a very strong case that the income that is due to be received from tradespeople over the next few years will actually way outpace the income that is due to be made from even college graduates. Now, that could surpass at certain points and at certain continuums, obviously, but the reality is, and what we've seen is that there is a major lack in people willing to go into the trades for a variety of reasons. And so what he's looking to do is to create an industry academy that will help supply his business with a pipeline of people who not only want to work within the trades and want to learn the skill, but also are willing to learn how to actually run that type of business. So not just sling the various materials that they're talking about slinging, but to actually run the business that does that to serve and to support other people. And then going after the major players within the industry, some of the big names within home building, and saying, hey, we want you to sponsor this. And then go to the school districts, go to the Votech schools and say, hey, we've got a built-in, baked-in program ready to rock and roll. And what we'll do is we'll take somebody from no knowledge of the industry to a full-on superintendent within X years, and then to a full-on business owner of a type of business within that industry within X years, all before they turn 30. Can you build A players? You better believe you can. Look at the football clubs, soccer for those of you in America. Look at the football clubs in Europe. The Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, those football clubs that build talent. They recruit kids at the age of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to come play on their programs so they can build them up into Lionel Messi's and Cristiano Ronaldo's. You might say, well, I mean, LeBron James is LeBron James. Well, yes, being 6'8" helps, but LeBron James still has to put in the work, still has to be coached, still has to be surrounded by people who believe he can be LeBron James. Michael Jordan did get cut, as the story goes, from a team in high school, or maybe it was middle school, but the reality is you just don't fall into greatness. You're built into something that's profound. You're built into something that has dramatic skill set. And so are you, as a heroic small business owner, willing to put in the work to train? Are you willing to build an academy? Build an academy. Can you imagine if you had an academy, the Business on Purpose Academy, if it was a team member within our company, or maybe it's your company, the Acme company, and you had the Acme Academy, where you trained and trained and trained and trained and trained and trained and trained. And when the market's up, you train. And when the market's mid, you train. And when the market's down, you train. You don't see training as a nice to have, but it is a desperation. Constantly need to have play for your business, because that's how you build A players. Scott, I don't know, I'm just going to try and hire them. Good luck. That strategy doesn't work for most. You can hire the best you can, and then you continue to build and build and build and build and build and build. Bill Belichick did this with Randy Moss. Randy Moss was an excellent talent, but Randy Moss did not know how to play within the New England Patriots organization. So They made him submit to the system. It was part of the deal. You submit to the system, and we will train you in our ways. Don't depend on A players walking in your door, because they're not. There's always somebody willing to outbid you in terms of price. A players are the ones who love where they work, that price doesn't matter as much to them. It's the culture that matters. So I hope you'll build A players, because their results are multiple times what the results of everybody else are, and you have the opportunity to do it. Well, Scott, I'm too busy. Be intentional, and you'll grow. MyBusinessOnPurpose.com/vision, 4 steps to businessfreedom.com. We'll see you next time right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.